What is up, everyone? Huge shout out to the daily viewers. Let's dive straight to the heat with John Duran. We all know he grew up idolizing Cristiano Ronaldo. But things just got interesting. He was recently put on the spot. Who is the real GOAT? His idol Kras7 or his current teammate over at Zenit in Russia? Check out his answer. It is wild. Laughs. It is Cristiano, always Cristiano. Switching gears, the Argentinian media just dropped a massive bombshell regarding the Colombian national team. Word on the street is that Nestor Lorenzo snubbed Sebastian Villa, and the reason? Purely due to intense pressure from the Colombian press. Listen closely. This is the inside scoop on the Villa situation. Lito has the exclusive details no one else is talking about. Take it away, Roberto. You got it. Villa actually received a personal call from the coaching staff. He was officially notified, and we here in Argentina saw the confirmation. He was set to join the squad for this critical FIFA window. A move that basically guaranteed him a ticket to the World Cup. But then, just 3 or 4 days ago, Nestor Lorenzo called Villa personally to tell him he was being dropped from the roster. The news absolutely crushed him. He was a total wreck for 48 hours straight. He was eligible. He could have played. So what happened? Apparently, the media was hunting him down, slamming his inclusion because of his controversial past over the last few years, specifically the press in Colombia. My bad. So, you are saying Lorenzo just folds the moment the media starts chirping? Look, I do not know for sure, but Villa is out. If he lets the press pick his lineup, he is in trouble. But the facts remain, he is not on the list. Based on my sources, he is officially out of the rotation. I found out 3 days ago but kept it under wraps until now. A source very close to Villa told me he is devastated. He never saw this coming. His dream was right there. He thought he was heading to the big stage. He expected to be on that final list for the World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Now, let's talk about Luis Diaz. The man has been an absolute monster throughout the month of March. I asked you guys who the best player in the world was this month, and the results are finally in. A staggering 81% of you voted for Luchu. Luis Diaz is officially your king of March, but check out the race for second place. It is a dead heat between Harry Kane at 8% and Fede Valverde, who has been clinical for Real Madrid despite that red card. In fourth place, surprisingly low on votes, is Vinicius Jr., and the kid is on fire right now. Massive thanks to everyone who tunes in daily and voted, sending nothing but love your way. Here you go. I appreciate every single one of you for engaging with these polls every day. For all my Real Madrid diehards out there, listen up. Alvaro Arbeloa just dropped some heavy comments following that massive derby win over Atletico Madrid. They touched on Valverde's ejection, and I want to hear your take on it too. We showed incredible mental toughness and the kind of grit that defines this crest. This jersey means everything. We had to dig deep and suffer through those final minutes, playing a man down. I see things differently than Jose Luis, though I appreciate him coming over to explain why he sent Valverde off. I do not see it his way, but that is football. At the end of the day, we held the lead and walked away with the 3 points we came for. Alvaro Javier Herrera's here. Live for Carousel Deportivo. I want to circle back to the Valverde tackle. Can you give us your side of the story? Why do you think it was not a red? What did the ref tell you? Is this win the season's turning point? He told me it was a case of excessive force. That wasn't a real challenge to me. Not compared to the reckless hits you see deep in the trenches. There was zero intent to hurt him. That's my view. Obviously, the ref saw it differently. You know, at least he had the decency to explain it. I respect that, because usually officials lack that accountability. We'd appreciate that kind of transparency more often. Even if it doesn't change the red card or result, that ejection made everything a brutal uphill battle. We had to suffer, and that is just the reality. People look for turning points, but honestly, every single win lately has been a massive statement for us. A break is coming, but make no mistake, we are still hunting for this league title. It's a long, grinding war every single match, but for today, mission accomplished. Hey, Alvaro, how's it going? Right over here on your right. JV Gummers, live for Cope. I wanted to ask you about Vinicius. Tonight he was shadowed by Laurent, one of the few defenders who actually knows how to lock him down. Yet, he still delivers a world-class strike and a clinical penalty, especially after that recent miss. What can you tell us about Vinny's game and his career trajectory? look, it was another masterclass. He showed pure talent and incredible guts. The kid has zero fear. He'll fail and just keep coming. That banger he scored saved us in a dark moment. Like I always say, he is a special player. I'm incredibly lucky to have him. His commitment to this badge and his talent are just unmatched. His hunger to carry this team is incredible. I'm not sure if he's peaked yet, but he is close. Hey coach, Alberto Pereiro here, live for Radio Estadio Zero. You took over against Albacete, and now you finally hit a break. Your first real chance to get to work, training with the few players who remain here, right? Looking at the evolution, what's changed in you? You always praised the squad, but how have you grown? Well, I am just getting to know them better now. I arrived at a moment where there was almost zero time to actually coach or find their rhythm. I needed to see where they felt at home and how their styles actually blended on the pitch. It's never easy, at least for me, to parachute into a season and find the right formula immediately. Those 2 months were about learning what makes us tick, and that is where the real change happened. Now I know them personally and professionally. I know which buttons to push to get their absolute best. I still have a long road ahead, especially with guys like Militao returning whom I haven't even coached. Bellingham finally played today after a long time out. We are evolving every day with huge room to improve, and we are going to need every bit of it. The schedule ahead is a total gauntlet, a trial by fire every 3 days, and we must be ready.